This meeting is being recorded.
Yes, this meeting is being recorded. Oh, beautiful. Welcome, beloved friends. I am so happy to see you. You know, as I see each face pop in here, my heart is just so filled with joy and love for you all. I feel the angel family that we are, and as we get to know each other more and more, I feel the connection deepening. Can you feel that? Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. So today, day 4, we have Linda Heimermann joining us. And not only that, but we have the special blessing that our Reverend Jana Marie Toutolmin is going to have the conversation with Linda. So I'm very happy about that. So, are we ready to go, Jana Marie?
Ready to roll.
Excellent, excellent. Take it
The
away.
angels are all present, and this is the first time I've interviewed anybody live, and it's the first time Linda's been interviewed live. So here we are in our new virtual world and ready to roll. So blessings to everyone here. Thank you for showing up. And we're going to talk about healing touch with the angels, which is what Linda's gift and skills started with in the beginning before she came to the angel ministry. She integrates all of her skills and dedicates her time to creating modalities, different modalities, in order for more improved health and a more joyful life. And, you know, that's always the end result, right, Linda?
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And what is beautiful about the work Linda does is her conviction and belief in that promoting alternative and holistic healing practices is to complement and integrate with conventional medicine. Because so many of us, we must see our doctors at our hospitals and see our physicians and do Western medicine. But integrating all these other healing modalities only embraces, I think, more of the spiritual and the divine, and which brings Linda to healing touch with the vibration in her hands and her connection to the angels and the angel ministry, which then took her up even to a higher level, bringing her into, let's say, integration with the angelic realm. And now she works with a couple of archangels who come into all of her healings, and she'll tell us more about that later. What I wanted to mention, just so that if we were going to do an ad for Linda, what we would say is something about her profound pathway to getting here. So getting to healing touch and then getting to the angel ministry. And if you had no idea ever, like, what is my purpose? I feel depressed, I'm hurt, I'm angry, I'm spiritually bankrupt, I have no light at the end of the tunnel, I don't know what to do, I have pain, I blame everybody else for my problems. All those are very natural things that we have as human beings. Lack of a wonderful life, like why don't I have what other people have? But Reverend Linda knows how you feel because she's had all of those experiences. And she comes to us today all bright and joyful and healed and whole because she made a choice to change her life and for whole health. And she has whole health now. And she's going to share with us today how she came to shine her light, how she showed up for her community, her family, herself, mostly herself first. And she made that choice, which is what brings her to having all the beautiful gifts that she has to share with others and help heal others. So Reverend Linda is the founder of Heaven on Earth Healing Alternatives. She stole the name I wanted to use for my business, by the way. I wanted that, and then I saw she had it right out in front of her house on a big sign. She was ordained in 2010 as an interfaith minister with Gateway University through the Angel Ministry program. She's also a certified practitioner in the Healing Touch, which she'll tell us about, Healing Touch for babies, craniosacral work with Healing Touch, and she's also a Reiki master. So inclusive of her healing sessions are things such as the amethyst biomat, foot detoxes, and relaxation techniques, in addition to, of course, officiating at ceremonies such as weddings and prayer circles. So we have her contact information will show up in the chat if you want to contact her after with any questions. And we'll also have a little time for questions at the end if you want to ask more about these other things. So today what we want to do is highlight how she integrated the angel ministry into the practitioner work that she was already doing. How did it heighten it? What did it do for her and her clients? And we're going to ask her some questions about that, and then just sort of guide through her story about how she was guided to us in the first place. So maybe we can start first with the card that you picked today, Linda, because I know that's part of your daily practice. Is we start with an angel blessing card. There's always a message for the day. What did you receive today?
Right. Thank you so much, Jana Marie. Oh, that was such a beautiful introduction. I'm touched. Thank you.
You are all those wonderful things.
Thank you. Yes, I do start my day with the angel blessing cards, which is from our ministry, and we also have angel love cards. And today, ironically, they're always exactly what I need, of course. I picked, or the angel picked me, of mercy, the angel of mercy.
Mercy.
And yes, it's Ramiel. And Ramiel is actually, the meaning is at the mercy of God. And that's how I feel. This is being my first time live. I am at the mercy of God. And the mercy of God, it also represents your adjustment between perfectionism and imperfectionism. So that's exactly, I thought that's exactly what I need, because of course I want to be perfect. I'm on live, but
Right.
I have to accept I'm not. And that's going to show too. So yeah, perfect angel for today, my angel of mercy.
It surely is perfect, because if others were trying to find Linda's rosary on Facebook at 12 noon Pacific time, I couldn't find it, and Kimberly couldn't find it, but Akushi, who's in England, watched the whole thing. So, so there you go, the perfect, the imperfect. We just have to adjust, and technology does whatever it does. And I just received a note from Marcia telling me that she does see the replay now showing up on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
okay.
Who knows how all of that works, but the imperfect and the perfect, and we leave it to the angels to what will happen will happen.
Absolutely.
Breathe into
They
it.
know best.
We breathe into it. Well, who are the two archangels that you call on every day?
Okay. I am actually in my healing space right now. I feel like my sacred space is all around me, and my angels are behind me. Actually, the one right here over my shoulder is Archangel Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
He is the healing angel. He is always with me. I always call on Archangel Raphael for my healing sessions, as well as Archangel Michael for protection and his beautiful presence. So yes, I'm surrounded by them right now. So
Yes, of course. They're here to help us with all the imperfections.
right.
First, I'd like to get started with you. And when I spoke earlier about, you had been at the lowest part of your life and then came to the highest part of your life now. Can you give us a little bit about what was the low, and, take us up to the high?
Wow. Well, how much time do we have? No, actually, quickly, I can just say, yes, I was at the lowest part of my life, or time of my life, when I was controlled by addictions. I had addictions at first to food, and I think I probably will always be, but I also had an addiction to alcohol. And that just ruled my life, took over my life in every way, shape, and form, and I lost so much. So it really came to a point of, taking me down and humbling me so deeply that, and I know through the program that I went through, the AA program, that's the point you pretty much have to get down to accept the guidance and the love and the support and the knowingness that there is always someone, the angels, there's always a higher source, a higher being looking after you. And I felt that. I felt that presence from the time I surrendered
Right.
till today. And I feel it every day of my life now. But to look back, I could feel it every step of the way because I couldn't do what I did without being guided by a higher source. Just bottom line, I could not do or be and get to the place I'm at right now if it wasn't being carried by my angels, by my higher source, which I choose to call Jesus or God, my God self.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I went through relationship problems, divorces, losses, shame, guilt. I lost everything just to climb back up out of the depths of that
Mm-hmm.
and grasp onto that little bit of hope and faith that was out there for me. And it brought me to my purpose today, because I'm most happy doing my healing work
Mm-hmm.
and having the deep faith that I have. And today I feel that the angel ministry really enhanced that and deepened the faith that I have, that drew me to healing and helping the others. Helping the world is what I want to do. I have that passion and within me, and that's what I'm here to do, to serve and be all I can be.
You are that. So when you made the choice to follow guidance and connect to the higher source, then how were you led to Healing Touch? Because that seems to be in this list the first place that you were led to or guided to by your angels.
Right.
So
Yes,
how
yes.
did that happen?
Thank you. Um, well, let's see. I was actually in some work with relaxation techniques, and so I was working with a uh, a spiritual group at the spirituality center in my hometown. And while doing these practices and meditations and like movements, like Tai Chi kind of movements and graceful movements in prayer, um, I was feeling all this tingling and sensations going on in my body. So, especially in my hands, they were just like buzzing and vibrating in them. So after that group or groups, I did go to the uh, yeah, the administrator there of the spirituality center, and he heard me and he just looked at me and said, Linda, I think you need to look into training and taking courses in healing touch.
Mm.
And as soon as he said that, I had no idea what healing touch was, but it resonated. It was like, yes, yes. So that's what I mean when I say I just kind of went with the guidance. And so he was a sign and he was a guide along my path. And so it just so happened they were bringing it from the Healing Touch course, the curriculum, level 1, to his spirituality center the next, I think, 2 months later. So of course I signed up. I was there, loved it. I went through all the courses, 1 through 5, became certified. And upon being certified, I realized part of the requirement and of certification is to have a ministry license for permission to touch.
Mm.
And that's what Healing Touch involves, is very light touch. And I thought, wow, that's interesting. So people were going online and looking for this certificate, and I couldn't do just that. I had to do more. So, and I had remembered in meeting Reverend Kimberly at a conference. I believe it was 2008 in Los Angeles, and she was present. Her angel love cards
Mhm.
were part of the gift
Ah,
in our package for the conference. And I remember meeting Kimberly at that conference. And it wasn't until I went home that I opened up her gift, and wow, I was just taken back by the beauty of these cards and the magic, the energy in them. So yes, I started following Kimberly a little bit and realized she started a ministry course in 2009, and I wasn't able to get on that one. And she personally contacted me in 2010 to join. And I wasn't hesitant in joining. It was for me, a financial matter. So I just kind of sat back with that. And this is kind of a sad but true. I mean, I don't even know how to explain this part of it, but
it's
my
a
mom, my mom had passed away early 2010. And unbeknownst to me, had my sister had called me then and said there were some insurance monies that were coming to us. So when I realized that and saw that, the first thing I thought of was, now I have the means to take the ministry course.
Mhm.
So I called Kimberly personally, and I know they had just started the course for 2010. And I'm like, is there any chance of me starting, a couple weeks late? And she's, absolutely, absolutely. Your heart is right coming out of the phone. And I said, well, unbeknownst to me, it was circumstances beyond my control, and it's very sad, but yet it was a gift from my mom in her
Exactly.
passing.
Yes.
And Kimberly, immediately when I said a gift from my mom upon her passing, she goes, no, 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 Linda, it was a gift. This is a gift to your mom.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, that Kimberly's something else, isn't she?
Woo! So,
The angels just
and,
rolled right in there on their wings and gave her that message right to you.
oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
Woo! Yes, yes.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's why I'm here
Yes.
today.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you. Wow, that's incredible. So one thing I understand about the work that you do is that you can do it anywhere, right? So it can be online, offline, virtually, on the phone, or even long distance. How is that possible that you can do it long distance
Okay,
and don't have to be right with the person? How does that
right,
work?
right. Yes, that's interesting too. And it's common for me because I know I would I'm hoping everyone knows energy is everywhere, and we are energy. Our bodies, our essence is energy. So energy you can tap into anywhere. It's invisible, so it's not tangible. So that's why it's so unbelievable and hard to really understand and grasp. Because I am baffled by it myself. How did how does this happen? But it does. It does. I've got I've got so many clients that testify their results that it's just, and it's, again, it can be through the phone. It's just long distance. A lot of sessions were done long distance lately because of COVID. It was always mainly done hands-on, in person, in my healing space, on my massage table, fully clothed, so it's totally non-invasive. You're just lying there and your body is slowly going deeper, deeper, deeper into relaxation. And by doing that, and the techniques used in healing touch, by just gently touching specific acupoints in the body to release any stuck energy, congested energies, to just release, let the body go into that deep, relaxed space to to receive the healing, and the body will innately heal itself. I have nothing, my hands are off. I have nothing to do with the healing. I am not the healer. It's the person's own body once you're able to relax.
Mhm.
I just facilitate the relaxation and give them the space to heal.
Yes, in fact, I'll mention right now that Linda, for 2 weeks, sent healing to my husband when he was really in a bad way. And every day he was happier and happier and happier and pretty soon, after 2 weeks, I said, Linda, what are you doing to my husband? Thank you, I love you, thank you. So I can attest too, that, even long distance, from Wisconsin to California, it doesn't matter. It can be Malaysia or Australia. We're all
Yes.
riding this frequency. And once you tune in, I mean, I think that's the secret, is tuning into that frequency. And once you learn the way to do that and tune in, you can send long distance healing to anybody, anywhere, just like our intuition, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
how do the phone rings and you know who's on the phone? How do you know that?
Right, right,
Right? Because
right.
you're the same
Exactly.
frequency, right? How do we, like,
Same principle. Exactly.
yeah, you
Exactly.
turn the radio station, dial, and all of a sudden you're hearing people, in New York, a New York radio station. How can I get that on my porch? How does that happen? It's a frequency. It's the same thing. It's just another frequency, right? Yes.
Right,
So
right.
we do learn in the angel ministry, and lots of other healing modalities, that we are all energy and it's all frequency work. So yes, it
Right.
can be done long distance. So yes, fabulous. So does anyone, when they're going to come to work with you, do they have to prepare in any way to have work done with you, or just arrive and say, I need help?
They can arrive and say, I need help because I know the techniques to get them to a relaxed place. But I do ask that they be open to, not real close-minded, but just be open to receive whatever it is spirit actually wants them to receive. And yes, be open to relaxation, and it happens. So just to be comfortable, relaxed, and that's all you need. There's no requirements, nothing you have to know, or before you come for a session.
Okay. And would you say that if someone wanted to come and see you, but they don't really know what's wrong with them, that can they just show up and say, I don't really know what it is. I'm uncomfortable. I have pain in my body, and I have a lot of private things going on that I don't want to share. Is that okay? Can you still treat me?
Hmm. Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
I did have a male client coming. It's kind of funny because he kept saying that he always gets these lower back pains and everything. So of course I'm going to do the back treatment because there's different protocols in healing touch. That's one um, good thing about healing touch. All the different techniques and different protocols for certain, even lymphatic drain and headaches. And so anyway, this particular client had back problems. So when I worked on his back just to clear a little bit, he could not imagine, or when he got off the table, or even before he got off the table, he said, I could feel my back muscles relax when you were doing that.
Wow.
Whatever you were doing, I could feel it. He says, now I know. I was tensing every muscle in my back. He didn't know what was causing it, but he was relaxed enough to relieve the back issue. So hence he follows by sending his mother here to me. He says, I have got to tell my mother about you. So he made an appointment for her. Turns out she had migraine headaches. I didn't know. That's why he sent her. She had migraine headaches for many years. He says, I never knew my mom without a migraine.
Wow.
And he's already in his late 30s. So she's, yeah, a lot of years of headaches. After the first session, she said she felt so much better when she left. She was very quiet, wasn't sure, was very skeptical. So, note, even the skeptic can receive the healing. So, I called on the angels, Archangel Raphael, got your work cut out for you here. So, yes, she reported that her headache was gone. He called me the next day. She didn't. My mom's headache is gone. What did you do? He says, thank you, thank you. So he made her second appointment the next week. He says, I want to make sure so she came and she says, I'll call you if I need you. I feel wonderful. And I called her like the following, like 3 weeks later. And she said, I said I'd call you when I need you. My headaches, I haven't had a headache since I left your office.
Wow.
Years of migraines. I can't make this stuff up, and I can't claim it. It's just as magical and miraculous to me as it is to them.
Yeah, that's why they call it a divine connection, right?
Yes.
Divine intervention.
Yes.
So this
Absolutely.
guy's like 30 years old. So his mother, let's just say she's 50, right? So all of his life in 30 years, he's never known her without a headache.
That's
And
what he
in
said.
one day, she's
I was thinking, well, adult life anyway, because he's not going to realize until he notices she's always complaining about it. But
Mhm.
yeah, yes, years.
That's an amazing story. Well, I'm sure you have a long list of successful stories, and we could talk about that all day. In fact, I'd love to hear more later. What I'd like to do is ask you now about your best practices. So we already found out that you pick angel blessing cards every day, and that you work with Archangel Michael and Raphael. So are there other, like what we call best practices, things that you do every day or regularly that help you keep your whole health in place? Because as we know, self-care, you just don't self-care one day and then not do it for 30 days. We have to do it
Right.
every day and commit ourselves to taking care of ourselves. So what are some best practices that you have in place?
Yeah, there's so many in Healing Touch, and I did actually elect to provide the people on the call or online with a self um, chakra connection protocol.
Mm-hmm.
It's a handout that actually talks about connecting. What it does is it opens up your own energy flow. It's touching those areas that there it is. Like I mentioned, the
Mm-hmm.
self chakra connection starting from your feet to the top of your head. And the major section is your torso, the 7 chakras of your torso. And what it is you're placing with intention. That's what I was going to say earlier too when I was talking. It's all about intention. With intention, you're um, imagining this energy opening up and being free and congestion free and pain free. And if there is a specific intention you want to hold throughout the connection, you do that. But to start your day or every couple days to do this and keep your energy, because what happens when we're holding on to emotions and just things coming at us in this day and age, I mean, life in general, you hold on to that energy, your body, your cells really hold on to that. And that's hence you're tense and you're all congested and you don't even realize it after a while. So this practice on a regular basis will keep that flow of energy open for you. And so that's one of the go-to practices. Yes.
So, Kimberly, can you put that back up again? So I want to ask Linda a couple questions about those positions. So what I'm seeing here is like in the first one, open foot. So when I put my hands on my foot, like the woman is sitting there, I say what my intention is. My intention is to clear, or like, what is there something I say in my head, or just?
Yeah, you want to focus on an intention. Focus on either, just centering yourself, just relaxing. Take that nice breath. You want to also always take a nice deep breath in. This is really excellent before you even get out of bed in the morning, where you can reach your foot easier.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. If I was in my bed, I could do that, but I couldn't get on the floor and do it. So that's why.
Yes, and it's all about intention.
Yes.
I mean, we could sit in our chair right now and intend that energy at our feet, and then our foot to our knee, and our knee to our hip. So that's those are the figures you're seeing: foot, and then holding the foot, and then ankle to knee to hip. And I'm not sure that both hips. And then I do the other side. I don't know that it shows it on these. But yes, it's keeping that intention or just relaxing. You don't have to have a specific intention. Just relax, open and relax.
I've seen some people who do hands-on healing where they rub their hands together like this to get the vibration high in their hand. Is that something to do before?
That too. We can do that right now. Just let's just rub our hands together.
Yeah.
Really.
Everybody try. Let's try one of these, whichever one we can reach where we are.
Briskly, yes. And you're going to feel, you can just kind of hold that energy between your hands too.
Yeah, I feel it.
You can almost feel either the heat or like a vibration or a spongy feeling or nothing at all. It's okay. It's there. But with that energy, you can place it on a sore knee, a sore shoulder, soothe your eyes, or your jaw. If you have jaw pain or anything, take that energy, use it, and place it wherever you need it. So simple. That one little brisk movement and feeling that energy just build up.
Right.
And place it on your neck. Oh, yes. A good one is the back of the neck. Cup the back of the base of the skull and your forehead. I do this one for any kind of headache coming on. Like if I feel just a slight headache.
And so you have a hand in front and a head and a hand behind your head.
Right. Hand across your forehead and just behind. And you can change off. And just do that for a minute or two with that intention, clearing any pain or congestion, bringing comfort, peace.
So would you say that, do we create a way for it to clear, or does it just clear because we have the intention? Like sometimes I'll open my crown, like send out negativity or something, run it up out of my crown, or sometimes through my feet down to the earth. Is there any that needed, or it's
good point? Good point. As we're breathing in that energy, and we want to exhale exhale that pain or discomfort. Good
Mhm.
point. I forgot that part. That's pretty necessary. You want to breathe out the discomfort,
Right.
whatever that is, or thoughts,
Mhm. So
you
we
know,
we
the
go like
negativity.
this with our hands and then place it on the place where we have the pain or discomfort, right? Or
Hmm.
congestion. And sometimes you can just let your hands they'll lead you. Your hands will go where they need to go in your body, right?
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So the
That's what
intention.
happens in the session. I don't always follow the protocol. They're guided. You're guided.
Mhm. Yes,
Your
I
body.
understand. Okay, so that's beautiful. Is that helpful? Are people finding a new technique, a new way?
Yes,
Uh,
yes. And Monica is asking, does she just put her hands in the position over the chakras, or does she do a light massage, or how do you do that?
Oh, good question. Thank you. Yes, you're just positioning it over, either just over the body or against the body, palms, just palms on the body part, and hold. Just hold for about a minute before you move on. So you're just lightly touching with the palm. It's all in the palm, because even I'll point out too where it says the wrists, both wrists. I like to just put my fingers around the wrists and still have my palms almost palm and palm together, because that's where all the energy builds, is in your palm.
mhm,
So keeping your palms together with the wrists, and then you're going to go to the elbow with your palms
mhm,
and your shoulders.
mhm.
So yeah, you're just gently laying your palms down.
Oh, it feels so good. I feel better already.
Isn't it? Right. I mean,
I have a
touch is
question.
so healing. Yes.
Yes, Noko.
Hi, I have a quick question. So, when you showed that diagram, it showed a heart and I think a higher heart.
Yes.
And I've asked my angels to open my heart energetically. I don't have any pain in my heart, but I was wondering, you use the energy for pain healing, but can you also release like blocked up energy within the body, like
Mm-hmm.
all the blocked
Mm-hmm.
up things? I mean, migraine is probably blocked up energy in itself,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
even if it's in the form of physical pain. But can you just release um, certain blockages that you don't even know that you have?
Oh yes. They
Yeah,
will they will innately go
yeah,
wherever it is
right, yeah.
that's needed.
Okay,
When you're holding, you're breathing in. In every exhale,
okay,
imagine that releasing any blocked, releasing any negativity. Just release on the out breath. That's an important part. Thank you for your
all
question.
right. Thank you very much.
You are
You're
very
wonderful.
welcome. Thank you.
Does anyone have any other questions about those positions? There was a lot of them. Now you can download that from the email that came about today's Angel Summit agenda.
I also put it at the very beginning of the chat. You will see the document. You can just click on it at the very beginning of the chat, the 4 self chakra communication, and download it. And it's on Linda's speaker page.
Oh, right, exactly. If you just scroll down through the speaker page and then it says access free gift here, and you click on it, you can also get the document there.
And I've got the link to it in the chat. So just scroll up to the top, the beginning of the chat for those links.
Okay. Thank you, Linda, for sharing that with us. That's really beautiful. I think all of us could use a little bit of that every morning, right? And I'm
Yes.
definitely going to do the foot one in bed. I can reach my foot in bed.
Yes, yes, yes. All of this can be done lying down, standing, sitting, all with intention.
Yes.
Intention is the effect is more calming, It feels so, just so calming when you have your hands on, just as you are experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why just touching a person's hand when you're in the hospital or in a nursing home, that is so comforting. So comforting.
Yeah, the human touch.
Yes.
Well, it does. One thing I do know is that from the neck down, really, our body's there's this whole intellectual thing happening that we have no part of, right? I mean, our heart
Right.
beats and, we don't tell it to beat. It just keeps on beating. It's got its whole thing happening. And we can heal ourselves. I mean, there is some, heal thyself, right? Have
Right.
the power
Right.
to heal ourselves. And
We
some of us,
do. We do.
yeah, and some of us
And
choose
we
to
have
go
to, it's
further.
important. It is important to keep your thoughts very positive,
Mhm.
not this darn pain again, or talk about the pain, the pain, the pain all the time. You have to really train your thoughts to turn to the positive. Thank you for this pain. I would like, if you could just release and relieve me, I would feel much, much better. Just kind of talk to it too. But, just try and stay out of this darn pain bodies and stay as positive as possible and talk positive.
Right. I hear people say all the time, and I'm sure others have the same experience. Someone will say, my arm is killing me,
Right.
or my head is killing me, or my foot is killing me. And anytime I hear someone say that, even if I don't know them and it's in a store somewhere, I'll say, just a moment, if you don't mind, may I just make a little suggestion?
Yes. See,
Don't say it's killing you. This is not good, because the universe
I
is
know.
listening. God can hear you, right? It's not killing you. It's giving you a message that it needs attention. Pain is a
Perfect.
message for attention, right?
Perfect example. Yes, it's always talking to you. Your body is always talking to you.
Right. And we
Listen.
have the healing touch in our own hands to heal our own self.
Yes.
But I'd rather come to you. It's more
Thank
fun.
you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Linda, so much for sharing all that with us. Does anyone have any questions about those poses or the work that she does? She also works with the amethyst biomat, which is, I've been on that biomat, and it's pretty
Mhm.
amazing itself.
Yes.
You want to just tell us
Yes,
a little bit about that?
it is. It's all amethyst crystals. And amethyst is the number one healing crystal from the earth. So it's a natural healing element, which emanates negative ions that the body's depleted of. So it's giving that element, as well as it's heated. The mat itself is heated with infrared heat. And there's also layers to protect any EMFs coming off the mat. So it's
Mhm.
being an energy worker, you don't want these energy vibrations around. So that's one reason I bought that particular mat, because all the EMFs are blocked from coming off the mat, and the infrared penetrates. It'll penetrate 6 to 8 inches into the body and start releasing toxins and impurities. So you're actually detoxing by laying on that mat also. So it's a wonderful aid to the healing treatment, as well as other um, little gems that come across my path along the way.
Well, 6 to 8 inches is a lot. I mean, when I just look at
Yes,
say from my right
I
side
know.
in, like 8 inches is almost to the middle, right? So I mean, it's
Mhm.
going. So the infrared takes the healing message of the crystals in, and creates the healing. Is
Well, the
that?
heat. It's the element of the infrared element of the heat. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like a heating pad. Heating pad just heats the surface of the body. It's
Right.
electrical. I mean, it's infrared is like an infrared sauna. You sit in there and perspire. You're detoxing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this mat will do. It'll penetrate. It penetrates into the body, so you don't overheat because it's penetrating. It's not just stopping at the surface level,
Oh,
and
that's
it's
a good point. Yeah, that's
pulling toxins out. It's ideal for my ion foot detox also,
Mm-hmm.
because they're sitting with the detox, their feet in the detox unit, and sitting on my smaller biomat and having the infrared. So they're detoxing as they're sitting, and they're eliminating
So is
in the
that for just for people who have been determined to have metals in them or aluminum, or, people go and have all these tests done to find out what's in their system? Do you have to have something that severe, or can it just be
no,
just to detox
no, it's
from the
just
air?
a it certainly does draw the heavy metals, but over time, not in one session.
Mm-hmm.
I often suggest people to have their own at home, because it's a process. You
Mm-hmm.
can't just come a couple times. But no, I use it on a regular basis. You're always absorbing toxins from the elements in the air, the
Mm-hmm.
food we eat.
Mm-hmm.
Our bodies are full of these toxins in every way. So yes, you can always be eliminating a little, once a week on a
Mm-hmm.
regimen.
Yeah, I just bought a zero water. There's a new water container thing that filters your water, and it's called Zero. And it comes with a little water meter. And so you can put it in your faucet water, and then you put it in a cup of, I don't know, other bottled water, and then you put it in that water coming out of the Zero filter, and it's literally zero. And when you take it out of the faucet, it's like 245 somethings to something, whatever it is. But you can just see, like in that little meter, the difference in your water by having a good filter. So we are taking in toxins just through any water we drink, even if it's bottled water.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that, Linda, with us so much. It was really fun to do this interview with
You're
you and
welcome.
have
Thank
you share with all of us, your pathway and, from pain to pleasure and whole health. We
you.
really
Hmm.
appreciate that. I will be
Yes,
interviewing.
I'm
Mhm.
just blessed and thankful that it led me to you, to Kimberly, and I mean the angels just, I mean, this ministry really deepened my practice at a whole different level. So yes, thank you for being part of my practice.
So on September 20th, I'll be interviewing Rena, who is been attending every day, also one of our reverends. So we'll be doing an interview similar to this one on a completely different path, Rena's path, and we'll share that with you on the 20th. And so in the meantime, Kimberly, back to you. Do you want to have a closing prayer or message from the Seraphim, or would you like me to read one?
Jana Marie, I would love it if you would lead us in a closing blessing from the Seraphim.
Okay, well, this is direct from the Seraphim. They brought it to me yesterday. Oh, let's all put our hands on our heart, take a nice deep breath, connect to the divine light. The Seraphim say to you, we are here for you always as the divine gateway, a sacred space where anything is possible. We ask that you be here with us and move from living in your mind to living in your heart. You will not only be awakened, you will remember who you really are and why you are here, with a deep connection in your heart, opened to the divine love that we bestow upon you. And so it is.
Hmm, that was beautiful.
Ah, they are beautiful. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the Seraphim, but Kimberly's in my training in the angel ministry. She led us regularly to the temple where the Seraphim are, and you see them and feel them. I mean, it's the most amazing experience. And then I get to go to that temple anytime I want now, which is fantastic. Oh, it's been a beautiful, beautiful time. And I look forward, Rena, to seeing you on the 20th and seeing everyone else on every other day that we're here.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Any
Thank you.
questions that anybody has before we close? No, everybody's blessed right into relaxation mode. Linda just everybody put their hands on each other and went, oh.
Beautiful.
Bless,
Oh,
blessings.
thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Linda and Jana Marie. This was just a joy and a delight. And Thank you, Linda, for all that wonderful, beautiful healing energy with the chakra work. So,
Thank you.
blessings to you.
Thank you for the
Thank
opportunity.
you so much, Linda. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
and thank you,
You're welcome.
Kimberly and Anne
Thank you,
Marie.
Noko.
Thank you,
Yes,
Linda.
you guys,
Beautiful.
it's been so good.
Thank you. Thank you, Nancy.
I'm glad it helped.
Oh, thank you, beloved ones. Marcia, we love you, Marcia.
Hey, Marcia. We can't see you. Marcia has on the most beautiful yellow top today.
Oh,
And
let's
Pat
see.
has
There she
fabulous
is.
butterflies. Yeah.
Hey,
Are you
Beautiful.
there,
Marcia.
Marcia?
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Marcia.
Bye.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Pat. Love you.
Bye, Pat.
Thank